Hi, folks. Another day, another rant. I'm going to slip over here to see the comments. I have a few people on here. I just want to say it's another great day in Ohio. It's actually going to be very sunny and very warm for a change. Has been raining on and off. I see that there is already Preeti is here. Hi, Preeti. She says that she is a Virgo and she's concerned about a Capricorn person who has blocked her. Hi, Positive for Life. Nice to see you here. So, but first, before I get into card reading and things, I'm going to talk about some astrological stuff that's going on. As you know, around this time, there are 3 planets going into retrograde. And that's Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn. Now, those planets also correspond to different fingers in palmistry. And since I am a palm reader, that is my forte. I've been doing it for so very long, 3 decades, right? I thought that I would, good morning, Kelly. Nice to see you. So I thought that I would talk about how these planets are affecting all of us, you know, because they're going into retrograde based on palmistry. So Venus, right? Some may know as, you know, women are from Venus, men are from Mars, all that. This is true. Venus is known for love. Venus is known for emotion, things like that. But the way that I do palmistry, hi, Fran, good to see you. I'm going to be saying hi to people throughout this whole thing. But in palmistry, right, the way I do it, Aristotelian version of it, the thumb, which is Venus, right, this whole area, for me, that is more about societal things, whether it be any type of relationship or just running into people, you know, friends, family, business, just going to the supermarket, right? And any type of interaction in my experience that you may have can be seen in this area of the hand, which is the thumb, aka Venus. So if we know that Venus is going into retrograde right now, what can that say? Well, there's going to be a lot of introspection, meaning a lot of thought about relationships. So Preeti, you might want to think about this right now, since you were bringing up a question about a Capricorn person. So if we are going to be, you know, thinking really hard about the relationships that we have, I want you to think about what effect that is having on you. Because we also have Jupiter in retrograde, and Jupiter, Zeus, right, is this guy right here, the index finger, number 1 finger, right? Now, in the type of palmistry that I do, he is about ego and attitude because, come on, it's Zeus, right? So it doesn't really have that drastic of an obvious effect on us right now at going into retrograde. But because there is the societal and relationship situation going on with Venus, right? Which is why we're thinking about our exes, why we're thinking about, oh my God, what did I just do? What did I just do in that business presentation? How are my coworkers thinking about me? All that stuff right now is coming up for everybody. So you have that. And guess what? Because that's going on and Jupiter is in retrograde, you are your own worst enemy right now. Because with Jupiter in retrograde, like I said, he's all about ego and attitude, right? Well, if he's going backwards, it's the opposite effect. So you're having some trouble with your self-esteem right now. You're having a lot of self-doubt. And again, a lot of introspection, a lot of questioning, self-questioning of the things that you have decided upon up to this point, all the situations that you've kind of grappled with up to this point, and you're questioning it. I get it. And that's where we come to the 3rd planet, which in my opinion, thank you, Preeti. Preeti says she likes my voice. Personally, I can't stand my voice, but that's a tangent. So we have societal, right? The thumb. We have Jupiter, which is pretty much our self-esteem. And then we have Saturn, the middle finger, this guy right here. Now, Saturn, as you know, he was basically taken out, meaning destroyed by his children, which also included Zeus. And why is that? Because Saturn, especially in palmistry, he's the guy that knows how to get things done. So no matter what, and no matter whose toes get crushed, it's going to get done. But the thing with him is that he will make other people kind of be more involved in it than he is. So there's a twinge of manipulation. So again, we have this societal stuff. We're thinking about all our exes, all our relationships, different things that we've done, decisions we've made. And now we have our self-esteem. It's being questioned, right? We're having thoughts about, oh my God, why did I do that, right? We're having ego issues, meaning we don't feel like we're good enough. And then we come to Saturn, who is also in retrograde. And Saturn, as I said, is that guy that knows how to get things done. And he is a really big gun. He was a Titan god, meaning one of the oldest gods. And as I said, it took all of his children, Zeus and everybody, to gang up on him to kill him. So what does that mean? That means that you're also questioning your abilities. Got to cut that out. And that's for everybody right now. It's not just for a few of us. It's also me. I've been having some trouble with my anxiety. I do have an anxiety disorder. And questioning a lot of things going on. And yes, they are with relationships. But for me, they are not necessarily personal. They are business, which is also off on a tangent. But if any of you know me personally, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay? So those are the three things I really want to talk about. And yes, please hang in there. These are going to be retrogrades that last, some of them until September. So buckle up, as I like to tell everybody. Remember, this is a time of growth. This is a time of learning. You are better than you think you are. You are more capable than you think you are. And I'm going to tell you why. You are more capable than you think you are because you have the ability to question your own actions. And if you weren't more capable, you wouldn't have that ability to sit back and reflect and go, hey, should I have done that? Instead, you would just be acting out and being really stubborn and just being self-centered and, ignorant. But no, you are not going to do that. None of you. Hi, Nicole. So with all that, do any of you have any questions? And Preeti, I think I might have touched on something with you. Also, the fact that the person that Preeti is talking about, and I'm going to put this up there. Well, maybe I won't. It's a little too personal and private. She's talking about somebody who is a Capricorn, and every Capricorn man that I happen to know have this shield kind of effect, meaning that they will just get things done to get it done. Kind of a Saturn kind of quality, but they are affected on a deeper level than they will actually let on. So they may be taking things to heart, and the things that they are going through are affecting them on a deeper level than you, meaning an outsider. They won't let you know that. So think about that and your situation, okay? And that's my little tidbit of wisdom for you, Preeti. I am going to also pull some cards. I also have some things to talk about, some projects that I'm involved with. That'll be a little bit later. But I think I need to pull a card for positive for life. I don't know who this person is. I never met them, but for some reason they're in my head, meaning I'm kind of getting called to pull a card for them. So today, I'm going to use one of the tarot decks that I actually started doing tarot with. None of you guys have seen me use it so far. It is called the Good Tarot. It's by Colette Baron Reed. Hello. So this is for you. And I like your little picture there. So these are what they look like. Okay. And now they have really great imagery. And don't you just love motorcycles, everybody? Okay. So hopefully, oh, and just to say, I'm going to have 3 different protests out my window. Don't ask why. It's political. But so, and the police are out there. It is being monitored by local enforcements. It isn't anything to worry about. It's a very peaceful protest. But if I happen to come in and out with the live cast or whatever with, the internet, please excuse me. I will switch over to a different bandwidth and everything should be good to go. So, positive for life. This is a cold reading. I do not know you, and I don't even know your actual name. But it's good to call yourself positive for life. Because that's another thing. Remember, with all this self-doubt, all this questioning of any type of relationship we have, and also questioning our capabilities, the only thing that you can really, really know 100% is that you are stronger than you can think that you understand on the surface, and you're more capable than you think you are on the surface, because down to the root of it, in order to be able to just sit back and look at these situations from afar and think, oh my God, maybe I should have. What if I had? Well, that means that you have a different perspective on your life up to this point than you did when you went through all those situations. So know that you have come very far. But as I said, you got to buckle up. This is going to be for a few months. And I know 2020 is great, right? Woo! 2020, say what? Okay. So, positive for life. You're getting a tarot card. And y'all aren't commenting over on the side here. What's that about? Oh, positive for life. You posted at 11:11. Okay. So, here's your tarot. I'm also going to do an oracle card for you. And here we go. Very, very nice. This goes exactly with you. 10 of Earth. Hope you can see this. All right. Now, with this particular card, with this particular deck, and with the situation, the astrological situation going on right now, I'm going to point out a few things. I'm going to get rid of this for right now so you can have a better view of it. I'm going to show you. Do you see all of the triquetra? I can never pronounce that. On the sides here, which all amount to 10. Earth stands for pentacles, stands for coins. It's all the same suit, okay? And also diamonds, playing cards. So the 10. You got a lot of things going on, but this is also a card of achievement. But given everything that we are going through astrologically, you see this book here? I'm actually going to look at this. It's not a book. It's a treasure chest. But the treasure chest is closed. And you also have a guardian here kind of protecting you. But if you notice, she has this very pensive, thoughtful look on her face. And she's not really looking directly at the viewer. She's looking off into space. So she isn't really paying attention to what she has actually gained in life. She has all of these treasures and this treasure chest. The lid is closed, meaning she's not even looking at it. There are a lot of things that you have in your life that I don't want to say that you aren't kind of comprehending. It's all good. It's all very good. But right now, I think that we're all at a point that you were at and that we just don't see it. But know that while you are going through this retrograde situation, that everything that you have attained is being guarded on a kind of, I'll go there, I will say it, like a spiritual level. Okay? The universe is protecting you right now from anybody who might want to take those things that you have attained in life. Hope that helped a little bit. Now I'm going to quickly shuffle these, and then I'm going to pull an oracle card for you. Now the oracle cards are the spirit of the animal deck, and I decided to do these two decks. First off, I don't know why, but these cards in particular, these tarot cards, were on my mind, so I had to use them. But the oracle, these are the ones that have an image of an animal on them and what that animal is and what that animal stands for, the message that it might have. So Positive for Life said that, yes, that helped. So this is an animal deck, but what I want you to do, everybody that gets a card today, I want you to look up that animal in different cultures across the globe. So if you're on your phone, if you're on your computer, whatever, Google it. See what attributes to different cultures that animal has, because it will apply to your situation. I guarantee that it will. So this is for you. And I will hide this again. Interesting. The puffin. Partnership. This little guy. I actually happen to really like puffin. Now it says, accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. Now, Positive for Life, you need to look up the puffin. There's a lot of information on this card. They do mate for life, which means that you do find comfort in the things that you do already know. So when it comes to the tarot card, you're being a little too pensive and you got a lot of questioning going on. Pull back and look at the things that you have around you and know the growth that you have actually attained so far in life. Look up the puffin. I could go into huge detail. Okay. Yeah, Positive for Life says this. Yeah, that's you. Told you. Okay, Nicole. You're getting a card. Hope you're still here. Shuffling those guys up. Nicole, you've been on my mind quite a lot. I will just say this much. I did a private reading for Nicole. And I'm just going to say that I think that you were gearing up for this retrograde quite early. I'm not exactly sure what your sign is, but you might want to understand a little bit more about the placement of these particular planets that are going into retrograde, how they are placed in your natal chart. Okay? You're very welcome, Positive for Life. Okay, so there's that. And Nicole, you're a oh girl, we're in this together. Okay, I'm a Pisces too. So yeah, look at the placement of the planets in your chart. And I know that you know a few people. Hi, Amaris. Amaris just came in. I know a few people, and so do you, that will be able to help with that. So let's do your tarot. I'm really happy to see that you're here, Nicole. Yeah. The protest is starting outside. Hope this doesn't take me off guard. God knows what's going to happen. Yeah, Nicole. Of course. You got the moon lady. What controls the water? The moon. So, for you, I really feel, as soon as I saw your name pop up on here, that you have to look at your chart. Obviously, the moon, that's going to happen on the 22nd, everything from this point up to the moon, which is going to be a new moon, is going to have a lot of effect on you. Now, I do believe, don't quote me on this, but I think it might be in Gemini, the new moon. Yeah, it's a 50-50 shot there, people. My memory is a little fried at the moment. Moon is in Cancer. All water. Oh, dear. It's not a bad thing, but girl, if any of you know what these signs are, and like Nicole said, they're all water, pay attention to the moon cycle, especially Nicole right here. Now, if the moon is going to be in Gemini, as you know, Gemini are the twins. So what can we say about that? Do not read into this term, but it's the only term coming into my head, Nicole. Do not get so overwhelmed with these retrogrades and everything that are still going to be going on during this moon change on the 22nd. Don't get so overwhelmed with what you are going through right now, because the moon is influencing all of who you are, that when it gets to that point that it is in Gemini, that you kind of pull back and kind of disassociate from what's going on around you. I get kind of a hermit situation feeling with you, which doesn't mean that it's bad, but you are going to really intensely refocus and kind of learn a few things and kind of try to push all the tangential stuff, meaning all those little branches. You're going to try to get rid of them and bring them all down and just close all that off, which is a form of disassociation. I get it. I'm kind of there myself because I am a Pisces, but I have a different moon. My moon is in a different sign. So hang in there. This is a major arcana card, which means you are making major movements. These are life-changing events. So focus on what you need versus what you want. Very important right now. Okay. Yeah. Nicole says yes. Feeling she wants to pull back. I know. Yeah, so I'm going to quickly shuffle this tarot so that they're ready for the next person. And now, Nicole, this is your oracle. Hi, Lizzie. Lizzie just popped up. And I'm going to get that off there so that Nicole can see her oracle card. All right. Now, this is basically the animal that represents the type of energy that you have right now, those attributes that are going to help you through this, right? Ah, with all that water, lady, you got fire. So, I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. That just kind of backs up everything I said. But do not steamroll everything. Do not. Every minute, tiny detail of what's going on right now is gearing up toward that smaller path. So value it and treasure it just as much as the end goal with what you're going through. Okay. So look up what that animal stands for across the globe. Okay. Ashley would like to ask a question. What's the question, Ashley? She has put this out there twice. There's a lot of people from YouTube on here. That's pretty wild. So, Ashley, what's the question? I hope that helped Nicole. I really do. Okay. She says, a lot of relationship stuff, and she just got here. Okay. So, is it all right if I post this up here, Ashley? Just let me have a quick yes or no. Because I am going to pull a card for you. I already know the situation's going on. I spoke, meaning why it's happening, but I spoke about it in the beginning of this, what I like to call a rant. And you're very welcome, Nicole. But it has to do with the retrogrades that are going on right now. And yeah, it has a lot to do with the type of palmistry that I do. So you got a lot of relationships that are being questioned, the decisions that you're making in the relationships. You have a lot of self-esteem issues going on right now, meaning that you're hurt a little bit and you are your own worst enemy right now because of all the questioning that you're having. And also with Saturn, you are questioning your capabilities. It's okay. Yeah, they're honking outside their horns with their horns because they are supporting the different protests out here. Yay! All right, so Ashley, you're getting a card for the situation you posted. You didn't say if it was okay to post it, so I'm not going to post it. So you got a Pisces situation. There's a lot of water around here. Temptation. Right. So, Major Arcana card. What is going on right now is exactly what I said with the 3 retrogrades. There is something at play here where something looks a little bit better than what they have, and it's only happening because everybody is questioning all the decisions that they have made up to this point and whether or not they have the ability to make proper decisions. So hang in there. I am going to point out that this apple, I'm horrible at this, the bite that's taken out of it is a heart. So there is a lot of emotion attached to this. May be a relationship situation where things look greener on the other side of the fence. That's coming into my head. And also, if you see the little treasure chest here, the coins are out. So that means that everything, every little detail is being looked at. And someone is choosing to take a bite out of that apple. So it is a relationship card for you. And it's a Major Arcana card. And there is a Pisces. So Pisces in this situation, with all the feeling that they have, they're going to be overwhelmed. Hang in there with them. They may come back around, meaning that they may change their mind and come back as soon as the retrogrades kind of turn right around and go direct again. But as of right now, that relationship, yeah, there's a lot of questioning what's on the other side of the fence going on. And I'm very sorry about that. But on the other side of things, Ashley says that she's a Leo. So you got a lot of fire, girl. And he is a lot of water. Now, don't let his actions put your fire out. Because what does water do to fire? Yeah. Right. So here is your Spirit of the Animal card. It's an oracle card, remember? Wow. The Lynx, the Keeper of Secrets. Take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you. I had trouble reading that. When you trust your knowing, you see others' secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. What did I just say about letting this person just go off and figure out which side of the fence is greener? You just got to pull back and let them do what they're going to do, because that water could put your fire out. Find strength in your inner knowing, and that you can understand. That means that you are a very strong, fiery soul. You can pull back and you can see the situation for what it is. But right now you're too close to it, so you can't see the forest for the trees. Please look up the links in different cultures, so Google it, because I can guarantee also that it has different meaning across the globe. Okay, hope that helped a little bit. And hello, Pink. Hello, Bilal. Lizzie. And let's see here. Man, a lot of YouTube people. Not very many Facebook, but a lot of YouTube. So, Laura. A lot of questions being asked today. Laura, what's your question, guys? Just post it, because I can see it all over here on the sidebar. You're very, very welcome, Ashley. And I, too, like your lavender fields over there in your picture. So, Pink, what's your question? Hi, Cassie. Good to see you here. Okay. Pink. I don't know if you were tuned in at the beginning of this, but I explained what's going on with all of our relationships right now. And given all the questions I have on the sidebar here on my screen, we got a lot of relationship stuff. 3 planets are in retrograde right now, and they're all affecting each other. And they're all affecting us on a soul level and how we feel about ourselves. We got a lot of self-questioning going on. We are questioning our own ability to make decisions, our own capability when it comes to making decisions, and also questioning all of our relationships and thinking about past relationships and thinking about the what ifs, should I, maybe I could have, that kind of thing. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, as they say. So, thank you, Cassie. It's good to see you. So, Pink is getting a card. This month, Pink, these retrogrades are happening. Well, not all of them, but major ones are going on until September, I think, like September 24th or something. So we're in it for the long haul. So I'm also going to tell everybody that this is a good time to work on who you know you to be in your heart and in your soul. Find your truth and live by it. I feel I need to tell a lot of people on here that. Yeah, there's a lot of relationship questions on here, Cassie. So, Pink, you're getting a card. Okay. Here in motorcycles and stuff. And what do you call those horns, megaphones or whatever. Another major arcana card, change, transformation. Pink. This is where your relationship is at right now. Sorry for the horns and everyone, folks. Like I said, there's 3 protests going on outside. So things are being blown away. Or are they coming together? This is the question you are facing right now. So let me look at your question again. What is the outcome? Change is the outcome. And it's going to be a very drastic one because this is a major arcana card, which means a major situation, a life change. So hang in there. Because it's not just you that is in this room questioning your relationship. Trust me, they are questioning the relationship too because of what we are all in a collective going through right now. So remember, accepting change is a strength. You will have doubt. You will have self-doubt. And what is your sign, Pink? May I ask what your sign is? So that's your tarot card. Pink hasn't gotten back to me yet. So we're going to wing it and do the oracle because we're on a time frame. Okay. This is your oracle card, meaning this is what strength that you have and what abilities and capabilities you should use when looking at this transformation in your relationship. Oh, I wouldn't have picked this card for this situation. The ladybug. Ooh, I happen to love ladybugs and the ladybug picnic. Sesame Street. Ladybug, good luck. You are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy here and now. What did I just say? Feel good about being a loving and colorful you. You bless the world with color and good luck. So, if you do go through this change, know that the universe is with you and is working with you. So, this can go one of 2 ways. Either those leaves are coming together in your hand or they are splitting apart. And I know right now you're probably like, that's not an answer. Yes, it is. Because we're all having these deep self-questioning, deep emotional, sensitive times that we're going through. So the more doubt you have, the more conflict there's going to be in your relationship. But that card says that you are a bright, positive, energetic person that brings a lot of good to the table. Remember that. Remember that quality that you have. And I want you, Pink, to look up the ladybug in different cultures. Because even though it's an insect, it's still an animal. And it has a lot of meaning in different cultures. I happen to know that. That's why I like the ladybugs and the ladybug picnic. Okay. So, Cassie's getting a card. More relationships. Oi. Okay. Hi, Erica. Good to see you. Okay. Cassie, you know, if you were here, I want you to go back. Because all this relationship stuff, Lord have mercy. We're being affected by 3 retrogrades. And if, you know, and we're going into a new moon that's going to be in Gemini, which means that if, depending on where your moon is, you may want to disassociate. That came up a little earlier with one of the readings I just did. So pay attention to your natal chart. Pay attention to where these planets that are going into retrograde are in your natal chart. And here we go, Cassie. Tarot card. The Four of Fire. Wow. See all that? This is some beautiful imagery here. So the Four of Fire is the Four of Wands, right? She is making her own music. She also is part of the Fae, meaning of fairy, right? But she's sitting on something called a holy stone, which is also known as a hag stone, which I just happen to be wearing, Cassie. That's what this is. I don't know if you can see it, but do you see I have all these holes? Maybe you see because of my skin back here. This stone, which what she is sitting on, these are stones that are formed by water passing through them, naturally eroded, and they are a sign. They're kind of a form of protection. And also there is a Celtic and Druidic belief that these are portals during certain stages of the moon that you can actually see into the other side of where the Fae or the fairy live. So you have a lot of illumination going on. 4 stands for a foundation. And you may say, wait, but it's fire. No, no. You have the ability to look and reach into the other side right now of this strange, ethereal possibility. There's a lot of emotion in this card. There's a lot of that fiery energy. And it is very sweet. And I just want to say very petite. I don't know if it's because she is part of the Fae or not, but I also want to point out that she is making her own music. So there's a lot of love here, whether you agree with me or not. There's a lot of love. But there's also a different direction. And remember, holy stones, couldn't even talk there, aka hag stones, are a sign of protection. And it's just that they have weathered a lot of things because of erosion from water, aka emotion. Remember that. Mine happened to come from the Pacific Ocean up by Seattle, if you're curious at all. But that's your tarot card, girl. Okay. Okay. Cassie says that. Now you're getting an oracle card too. And that particular tarot deck, just had a question, it's called the Good Tarot. It's by Colette Baron Reed. I usually wear glasses, folks. I'm sorry. Cassie, here's your oracle. Wow. The elk. Nobility. Celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Okay, you got that holy stone there, right? Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. You got all that fiery energy. You have the ability for change. You have weathered so many things. And it is in a foundation, meaning the number 4. So not only can you see the end goal and where this relationship is going to go, but you can also know that you are going to be able to get over the mountain, aka the hurdles that are going on right now. And you need to celebrate, like I said before you got here, all of those little minutiae, those little tiny details that you have around you that are influencing your relationship, aka all the decisions you have made up to this point, and know that they are actually successes, meaning they have had a positive influence in forging your relationship, okay? Now look up the elk, Cassie, Okay. Hope that helped. And I hope that your question was actually about a relationship. Maybe you're just commenting on the fact that everybody's asking about relationships. I don't know, but girl, I felt I had to tell you that. All right. So I appreciate all these YouTubers coming in. I hope that what I've said has helped all these new people. I do these rants on a pretty regular basis, but now's where I talk about some things, some projects that I have going on. So remember, 3 retrogrades, at least until September. Look it up. Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn. These 3 guys here, okay, in palmistry. And they are at the core of our relationships. And here we are. We have all these relationship questions. So anyway, I just want to remind everybody, and I'm going to go over here to the side and try to do this weird promotion bit. But I am available through Groupon. You just plug in the name Elemental Intentions. There was some confusion about that because there is somebody else named Rachel doing readings on there. It is not me. I want you to look for, if you do a Groupon, I actually like them when they contacted me, because you could actually buy a Groupon for a reading and give it to someone. And if they're like, what? I don't want this. Well, they can apply that to anything else on Groupon. So it's a good gift. And on Patreon, if you want to be a patron, meaning you want to basically help this situation and help with the whole live broadcast payments of that, all the money goes toward that, towards StreamYard, because I do have a premium level on it, so I could do all this. It would be very helpful. And I think it starts out at $3 a month, and $8 a month, you will get a private reading once a month. Now, in PayPal, tips are appreciated, but not necessary. And that's my PayPal right there, Rachel G. Palmistry. Now, when you do the Groupon, I'm going to tell you, this is the image you want to look for. You don't want any other image. That's the image they chose for me. Okay, so I'm going to click back here, Groupon, Elemental Intentions. Okay, also, I want to tell you, I have of these cards, the Courage Candle I just made, maybe, I think it was last week. I have 4 of those left. They're on my website, which is elementalintentions.com. I'm getting kind of good at this. So elementalintentions.com, they are $9.50 a candle. They're about 2 ounces, maybe 2.5. And why are they so expensive, you might say? Well, they are organic coconut oil, organic beeswax, and Palo Santo. And if you know, all of those items are very expensive. So I tried to make it kind of a, I don't want to say deal, but I did just say deal. So there's that. I'm going to go back here and click to say hide that. And these are the size of them. Okay. And you can see inside they have real Palo Santo pieces, Himalayan salt, and they also have moon charged crushed clear quartz crystal, and it is Reiki charged. So I really like them because they're good for an office, or they're portable, kind of small. They have the lid, glass jar, and there isn't that intense of a scent. So if you do take it to the office, kind of give you a little oomph of energy, no one's going to say, hey, what the hell is that overpowering smell? They're just, this is for you only. You understand what I mean? Also, these horns. I'm going to be making, I had some requests to make more of my sear spray. I am going to be making smaller bottles of it. This is a 2-ounce bottle. I'm going to be making 1 ounce, which is literally half of this bottle. It has tiger's eye, clear quartz, and black tourmaline chips in it. And they are made with sage oil sage oil and Palo Santo oil. And the Palo Santo is fragrance. So meaning it doesn't really have a spiritual effect other than to make you feel good. But this is a clearing smudge spray. The sage oil is sage oil. And the crystals that are in it are for clearing negativity. So I still do call it a smudge spray. So you don't have to light anything on fire. It's literally a smudge spray that you spray in the air, spray around yourself, can be used as a body spray. I'm going to post those in my next rant, and they're going to have green bottles. Instead of having all the printer ink go on the label, because I print these labels out myself, I'm going to have green bottles to associate with the smudge spray. And I also have a few of these guys left, which were made at the Pink Supermoon. And they are lotus candles in a soy wax base from the USA farming industry. And those are real Egyptian blue lotus petals. With the green part that is in it is a peridot with Himalayan salt to get rid of negativity as well. They do have a lotus blossom scent. It is not an essential oil blend. It is a fragrance. And those are also available. This is all available on elementalintentions.com. All right. So let's go back to, all right, Sarah Smith. I was thinking about doing that. Sometimes I do craft fairs and different situations like that. And Sarah is actually, I went to high school with her. So she is local to me. And I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about it. That's all I can say about that. It's a huge flea market, craft fair kind of thing. So I am available to do things like that too. And if you are local to me, we can do a pick up and drop off kind of a situation. So back to the comments. Good to see you here, Sarah. Cassie says this, everybody. Good for you. I'm happy it helped. I really am. All right, Lizzie, remind me. I will help you out next time. I will. I'm going to do one of these on Tuesday. Same bat time, same bat station, meaning the same format. And at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, it will be posted on YouTube and Facebook. So please check it out. And I think that's it for the day. Because I have so many personal things to do today. Even have a baby shower I have to attend. So anyway, everybody, again, I am going to post this in case you want to find me outside of here. Okay, the Groupon, Patreon, and PayPal. And my website, where you can also book me, is elementalintentions.com. And if you have any questions, just get in touch with me. Just message me. Okay, I am on Facebook as Rachel G. Palmistry. I'm on Instagram, pretty much the umbrella effect. I'm a little bit of everywhere. So everybody, remember that you are loved. I got another comment here. Remember that you are stronger than you think you are. And I might be sounding like Mr. Rogers here, but as I said, if you can pull back and recognize and, kind of think to yourself, oh my God, why did I do that? Maybe I shoulda, woulda, coulda, insert whatever there. That is strength, whether you realize it or not, because you have grown so far with your life that you can reflect back and question all that. The ability to look back and reflect on that is a strength. It isn't a weakness. Remember that. That's just how far you have come and how far you have grown. So when it comes to all of these retrogrades that are influencing our relationships, meaning how we interact with each other, because remember, Venus is all about social interactions. Jupiter is about self-esteem and ego. And Saturn is that the guy that actually has the capability to get things done. So we are questioning our capability. Our self-esteem is an issue here. It's being pretty much battered against, right? And our interactions with people. Those three guys are all opposite directions. They're going in retrograde, and it's going to be a couple months before it goes smooth again. Take time, look at where these planets are in your natal chart. Please read up on it. That's me for today. Remember, you're loved, folks. Get in touch if you have any questions. Bye-bye. Bye.